thank you. Somebody just say thank you, Lord. So, on Monday, my mother passed, and I just haven't been able to talk about it. And I'm still not able to talk about it because I didn't realize how important Mama was to me. This is not to say that I didn't know how much I loved her or didn't know how much she loved me, but I didn't understand the impact that she has had on my life. A profound impact. That's as far as I've been able to get. My wife and I talk to Mama every day, sometimes twice a day. But she was a constant source of encouragement. That was her. I'm gonna tell you a story. I'm gonna preach this morning, I'm gonna try to. But I have found that music has helped me get through this. So I feel like playing a little bit. And Mama would be watching because she watched us every week. But so I started playing the saxophone 45 years ago or so. And I got my horn, and I, immediately, because of Mama, I had to play it at church. So I took my saxophone to church the next day, and it was like this, because I didn't know how to put it together. But she was always happy that I was playing in church. So I just kept playing. A couple of years later, I finally learned enough notes to play a song. And I went in her room and I said, Mama, I learned the song. And I played the song for her, and it was bad. It was really bad. But you wouldn't know it, because she was like, oh, Harold, that was the greatest. And when I left the room, her and my dad tried to figure out what song was that. He's like, what song was that he just played? And a year later, I injured myself playing football because I was going to be a football player. And I broke my leg. That's why I wear one shoe longer than the other. And so I spent 6 weeks in the hospital with my leg up in traction. And when I came out the hospital, Mama brought me my saxophone. She's like, you need to play. So I started playing. And a few weeks later, I did my first concert at the age of 13, maybe 14. And the first song I played was this song that they didn't know what it was. And some of you won't know the song because it's an old song. And so what I want to do this morning is I want to play that song, and then I want to play another song to all of the caregivers. Because what I learned from my mom's ordeal, because Mom went through 20 plus years of tough times, right? My dad got sick. She cared for him 9 years. Then when he went had to go into a nursing home, she went to see him every day. And then as her health failed, she went from every day to 3 days a week to 2 days a week to just when she could. And she lost her vision, started to lose her vision on dialysis. And through all of this, I'm pastoring in Wisconsin and here but my siblings were her caregivers. Whether they were helping her log on to a computer or get her back and forth where she needed to be, they were her caregivers. And just how profound it is for this to be Caregiver Sunday. And I want to play a song, and I want to dedicate this song to all of those of you that stood up. And a lot of you stood up. Tell your neighbor, we are all caregivers. And we will all need caregivers. My mother was a caregiver. She was a nurse. She was a caregiver. And so she received care. So I just want to minister to the Lord. I'm just going to play a little bit, and then we have, there is a word. But the song I want to play for you, the words say, Amazing Grace will always be my song of praise. For it was grace that bought my liberty. I do not know why he came to love me so. He looked beyond my fault and saw my need. The second part says, I shall forever lift my eyes to Calvary to view the cross where Jesus died for me. How marvelous his grace that caught my falling soul. He looked beyond my faults and saw my needs.